Less than a year ago, TAPFIN made the investment to build a business intelligence group that was made up of operationally minded individuals with a statistical tilt so that we could look at the entire MSP process from beginning to end, paying close attention to very key points of the process so that we could look at metrics and find the relationship. What we've taken from that is really aligning our program clients and their value drivers. The 4 value drivers from SIA: quality, cost, efficiency, and risk, and taking all the metrics and put them into one of those buckets, because all of those have a relationship to one another.
So, Mikey, how is business intelligence best utilized to benchmark program performance and hiring activity within an MSP?
We hear that a lot. Everyone wants to know what benchmark, how they're doing, good or bad. Benchmarking is difficult because when you think about the value drivers, each program is different. They have different wants and desires within their program. So what is a good number for one program may not be a good number for another. So benchmarking is probably not the right word. We prefer to look at it as comparative analytics. A lot of the skills throughout the different programs, they're used throughout all different labor categories. So those skills can be compared across different programs. One is not good, one is not bad, but you have to take into consideration everything that goes along with it.
Which program metrics provide the most value to an employer looking to identify ways to improve cost or efficiency in its program?
I love that question because it's not just a particular metric. You have to look at metrics holistically. If I were to be asked and define certain metrics, I would probably look at it this way. First, you have to look at the bill rate. You have to look at your rates as they align to market, both geographically and labor, because that's what drives your cost. From there, it also impacts other metrics. The relationship between your rates impacts your time to fill. But I would not look at time to fill as one number. There are various components within a time to fill metric. The rates of a program impact everything from the beginning of the requisition to the person starting a job. You have to take them independent of one another. But when it comes to efficiency, if you were to drive all the way back to rates, the one metric I would have people look at that they somewhat miss is what I call initial turnover. An initial turnover are individuals who've accepted a position, they've said that they were going to come to work, but because the rates were not properly aligned, have decided to go somewhere else. Some people call it negative attrition, some people call it overall attrition. I would prefer to look at it at the very beginning of an assignment. But again, the relationship between these metrics cannot be taken independent of one another. It is how all of them relate across the entire process.